Hi guys. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how we can do breakout rooms in Microsoft Teams. So I tested it earlier with some students and it went well. The first thing you need to do after you've gone into your Microsoft Teams, created your classrooms, for me, I'm going to do it my first block. You're going to go through the three dots here, click on it and say add channel. I'm going to call this my room 2. I'm then going to change it to standard where it's accessible for everyone who's on the team because if not, the only other option would be to keep it private. Now, I don't want to keep it private because when I do that, I'm going to have to individually assign kids to that room. And I want, if there's one student having a problem, I can say, can you meet me in room 1 real quick? And, just do it that way. And then I'm going to click automatically show this channel to everyone in the channel list, which would be all the members of my block 1 class. Then I'm going to go ahead and I typically add 4 rooms because when you count the number of kids that you have, 4 rooms would be great. Then if needs be, you want a smaller group, like maybe 3 per team, you could do maybe another room. You can delete and add rooms as you please. So then I have room 4, and I said I'm keeping it standard where I could just say in the general meeting, as you're going to see me demonstrate that a little later, I'm going to say you, and you jump into that room and meet me there. So this was what I noticed. Once I created all my rooms, once you're in your general classroom and you're having your meeting with the students, once you assign them to a room, you're going to have options, which you'll see in the video that's going to be attached to this one, where the kids will be able to move from room to room. Well, I would be able to move from room to room, and you'll see on my screen which room is currently active. And even though I'm in other rooms, they're still doing stuff. And I'm just jumping from room to room. And once I closed out all the breakout rooms, then all the kids just get swept right into the general room and they were right there waiting for me. So let's demonstrate. Okay, students, this is a quick demonstration of how we're going to do breakout rooms. So let's start. So the first thing we're going to do is go to Teams. Once we get to Teams, you will see on the side a list of rooms, room 1, room 2, room 3, room 4, going down the side. Now, this is our general meeting that we are in. So I'm talking to you from my general meeting. You will then go to Teams. I will tell you what room you need to join. So on this screen that I'm looking at, I'm going to be able to see all the rooms that are currently occupied. And I, as a teacher, will be able to go in and out of each room and just have a conversation with students. So if I decided to go to the general meeting, which is currently on hold, once I enter the meeting, my other 2 meetings are going to be on hold. I'll be able to talk to whichever student is currently within this meeting without disrupting that meeting. So let me hop over to room 1. Okay, room 1 students, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so in this session, the kids that are in room 1 will be able to talk to each other. They'll have a conversation. They can see each other. They can do activities while the general room is on hold. And the second room is currently taking place without me. So once the teacher exits the room, you will still be able to have a conversation. Right, guys? When I left for the other room, were you guys still able to talk to each other?
Yeah.
So the students will be able to continue having a conversation, do whatever it is that they were tasked to do without disrupting anywhere else. So I'm going to leave you guys in room 1. I'm going to head on over to room 2. So now I've moved over to room 2. Hey, room 2, guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
So I'm currently moving from rooms to rooms talking to you guys. And what I did notice was when I left, you guys were still able to talk to each other. So you guys are helping me to create a tutorial for the other kids so that they can see when we go into breakout rooms how smooth it's going to be. And right now I'm in room 2, so room 1 is on hold for me, but not for the children, and the general meeting area is on hold. If I wanted to end the rooms, it will just bring you guys right back into the main room that we're all in, and I'm going to test that right now. So Enrique, I'm going to close this room, and you're going to find yourself back into our general room. So let's try it.
Okay.
So I closed room 1, room 2, and now I'm going to rejoin. So now I'm automatically in room 1. I'm going to close room 1. The rooms have been closed. I see all the rooms have been closed. The general room is still open. So I made a mistake and I closed the general room by accident. So it's still going on. All the kids were gathered inside the general room. And I'm back in the general room, guys. So, question. When you were in the breakout rooms and I left, did you guys talk to each other? So I can choose to turn my camera on or off, but I realized that you kids, one, you're shy. Nobody wants to have their cameras turned on. So I've opted to just leave it off so you guys we can all be comfortable until we are ready to share and show. So with that said, I'm going to give you guys the instruction one more time. We're going to try this breakout room one more time so that when I post the video for the students, they can see how easy it was for you guys to join that room. Are you guys with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to leave my camera on since Enrique wants to see me. So the first thing that you guys need to do is go to Teams. So once you click on Teams, you are going to see our general meeting area is really tiny, but then you're going to see the rooms that are on. So we currently have rooms 1 and rooms 2 that are on because I turned them on earlier. You guys can go ahead and join whichever room that you want. And I'm going to get in there.
I'm saying this one.
Okay, so I'm going to jump into room 1 and I'm going to see who is in room 1. And in room 1, I have the option to join. I can also turn my camera on for room 1. And this is me, guys. So I can turn my camera on. And because I'm the only one presenting with a camera, I'm the only one on screen. So my camera is on. And can you guys hear me? And see me? Cameron and Alexandra? You guys can hear me and see me? Or you're texting me instead? And of course, you guys can choose to text me if you don't want to answer. So I see, yep, someone texted me instead. And while I'm in room 1, my general room is on hold, but I can also go here and go see what's happening in room 2. So I'll be back, guys. I'm going to jump in room 2 for a minute. So now I am jumping into room 2. So who's in room 2 with me? And while my room 2, see, somebody's in room 2 with me. So while my room 2 is happening, my room 1 is on hold for me, but it's not on hold for the children. And then if I close all the rooms, we all end up in the general meeting room, which everybody will be in. So let me go ahead and close room 2. So Jamara, and I'm going to close room 2. Then you see I automatically went back to room 1. So I'm going to close room 1. And then now it takes us into the general area. So I can close this room. Even though I'm closing this room, it'll always give me the option of going into our main room area. So me entering our main room area. All my kids are in the main room area and we can hear, we can see each other if we want to. So I'm going to stop this recording